and these kids need to be having more proper supervision and care. And parents are paying high-end money to have their children in these centers and entrusting this type of care with them, and they're not receiving that.
So we just showed you Morgan Iben's concerns about her little girl's care at a local facility. She had toured different daycare centers, many that have a wait list. So what can you do to pick the one that's right for you and has a quality track record? Well, you'll find all the information about your child care center on the Department of Health and Human Resources webpage. So what you'll want to do is click on program first, then child care. From there, you will go to child care quality rating. Then you will scroll to listing, and once you get there, you will see all of the names of the centers. Just type the one you want and see the compliance reports and complaints. We're also putting all this information in a direct link on our website. It's just one resource provided by the state. We now want to check in with Erin. She has the head of HHS with her to talk about these ongoing efforts.
Yeah, thanks, Janae. Kelly Garcia, thank you so much for being with us today.
My pleasure.
So your goal as the director of this huge agency, this is one small part, but it really is to empower families, primary caregivers, to find good care.
That's absolutely right. No one knows that more than me.
Yes.
I've been a working mom with children in daycare since 10 weeks of age, and we're still using daycare. So I certainly have used these resources myself, and that is exactly our goal.
Okay, so Janae just outlined, sort of the step-by-step where people can go on the website, but as parents, what do we want to be looking for in all of that paperwork that most of us are not accustomed to looking at?
Absolutely. So you're looking for really serious violations. And a track record, right? A pattern means something. There's really nothing, and these are great documents to look through, but there's really nothing that replicates going on site and walking through that center, having direct conversations. And so the website that you just showed also has some checklists, some simple questions to ask to really prompt that deeper dive conversation with the child care director, the center director, or the registered home director as well.
Okay, one of the things, and I've been looking at DHS documents for 150 years, so I kind of know what I'm looking for. But on the daycare side, you see the license of the particular provider that you're looking at, and there are a bunch of different licenses that are given. So a center can be downgraded. Just explain that process. I mean, what has to happen for a center to fall into a provisional category or something even lower?
So we're always prepared to take a firm action to protect the public. But it's also our job to make sure that centers are successful. And so the idea is to ensure that we are safeguarding the children in care while we're doing that technical assistance to get quality standards back up and in place. And so a provisional license is exactly that. We're working really hard on the state side to ensure that safety always has to be primary. But we're also ensuring that supervision is intact at the center, as well as clear training guidelines and a variety of other processes that ensure that safety on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, what about the abuse registry? What does that mean? How do I find out, even if I'm, hiring somebody to babysit? Like, is this something that I can go look at and type in someone's name?
It is. It in fact is, and it's a really powerful tool. So centers and registered homes have to go through a process for the entity, but the individuals who work there also have to go through an individual process. And so that abuse registry is one really clear way to ensure safety of individuals.
Okay, I had one other question. I don't want to forget it. Oh, this pilot program that was launched. Explain what it is and sort of what the goal is, because we know there's a terrible childcare shortage.
There is. And we have done a tremendous amount of work to try to increase slots in Iowa, and we're really leading the nation in that way. We have invested more than $500 million in childcare. And so one of those really clear initiatives is to incent workers to come back into serving in childcare space. And so we are allowing children of those childcare workers to go to that center for free.
Yeah.
It's working. Huge. We have more than 900 children enrolled, families served. Amazing. That's increasing the workforce every day.
Yeah, because that's the thing, and we're going to get into this more with our next guest, Deanne Cook from the Iowa Women's Foundation, but people don't necessarily view childcare this way, but it truly is a workforce issue. If I don't have childcare, I can't come here and do my job.
It is absolutely critical to ensure that working families have childcare, strong childcare. And the side benefit is that you get that early education for children.
Absolutely. Okay, Director Garcia, thanks for being with us. We appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
Okay, we'll be right back, as I mentioned, with another live interview with Deanne Cook and Janae with more on the childcare crisis that exists in our state today.